article. Is that loud enough for you?
It's more of a discussion.
Discussion time. So, the article I found for this week that is my favorite is 5 video games that deal with cheaters in hilarious ways.
Oh, that has to
And
be-
we can definitely bring up some more examples.
Oh, I have a great idea. Okay, go. I want to hear these.
Who here has played The Witcher 3? Well, I haven't, but I know all about this cheat.
I'm poor, so
Soon.
soon.
So, in The Witcher 3, there's this nice little cheat where you can go off to a field and slaughter cows and take their pelts and sell it for money and level up and make a ton of money at the same time.
I think I should
And
do
then you
that.
can meditate. And the cows would come back and you can keep going because we all love to
I should totally
just
do that.
senselessly level up, right?
Moo.
Well, developers, when they found out that people were, doing this, decided to move along. And what
How
they
dare
did
you
essentially-
utter that joke?
So what they decided to do is developers decided to release an update where if you decided to do this cheat and level up senselessly, they would release a maximum level boss that you would never have hopes of defeating, who would slaughter you. And so the moral of the story is don't mess with the cows.
Please tell me the boss was a bull and that you
That
Like a
would be
giant-
the
amazing.
horn.
A giant cow monster.
The Cow
Well,
King.
it's a giant monster, so maybe it would be a giant cow monster.
Moo.
Moo.
Moo. Moo. Moo. Moo. Moo. Moo. Slash! Murder by Cow King.
I like that. Actually,
That's
from
amazing.
the looks of this, it is a bull that is released.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's pretty
Short
cool.
the cow monster.
Short the cow monster. I love it.
Well,
Right.
you-
Next
There
one.
Short and
there
sweet.
is a cow level, I
There
guess,
is.
in Witcher 3.
I guess so. I guess you haven't found it yet. Are you
You
going to
made
test
me-
this out, Mike?
I am totally going to. I'm going to try and farm the cows as much as I can until I see Chort, then I'm going to run like hell. And then
You're gonna
teleport.
Well then, I have another interesting one for you to try
Okay.
me with. So, Tomb Raider, classic game.
oh, I know that one.
Which one?
Tomb Raider 1 and 2.
Oh, the originals.
So in the original games, you have in the first game a cheat code that you could enter, and you would have maximum weapons, maximum ammo.
Okay.
Every gamer's dream, right?
Right.
Now, if you enter the same cheat code in the second game, it's even better.
Okay.
Instead of maximum everything, it's
Yeah.
maximum explosions. In the sense that Lara Croft is exploded into chunks of flesh, but it doesn't end there. Her chunks of flesh continue to explode into chunks of flesh in this
Smaller chunks
glorious,
of flesh.
gory manner across her screen.
So it's
She really is just a piece of meat.
flesh.
At the end of it.
Oh my god.
That
I was
amazing.
gonna say it's fleshception.
Nah, Ren
No.
got it.
Yeah.
Sorry. It-
That reaction deserves the Chris Pratt face.
so good.
Wow, that was awesome.
Next up, Max
So,
Payne.
Max
Max
Payne
Payne.
3. So,
Specifically.
so we all really like these like multiplayer games, where you get to compete with other people. Unfortunately, if you decide to use a hack game, a modded game, or any kind of cheat codes or exploit the game Max Payne 3,
I'm guessing on PC.
No.
probably, yeah, they end up kicking you out of the regular gameplay and putting you in a special area called a cheaters pool, where essentially the only players you're playing against are also other cheaters.
That's great.
That works.
Whoa.
That works.
That's kind of
Yeah.
like the prison in EverQuest, the EverQuest 2 prison server.
Yeah.
Where they throw all the undesirables. all the illegals. All the illegals.
Well, it gets better. You can get out of the cheaters pool and get back into the game. But
Oh,
if
how?
you get caught cheating, you just eventually
Oh, like
kind
it's
of like
a
a
time.
timeout.
Okay.
But if it happens again, you're banned for life and you're stuck in the cheaters pool for life, never getting out.
Does that lock you out from the single player too?
No, I
No,
doubt
probably
it.
I
on
don't think so.
multiplayer.
That's just
I
not to
guess.
be a troll.
You can do whatever you want on your own, just
my
when
second
other people are
favorite.
involved.
Yeah, I love that one.
Did you want to mention what this one is?
Well, I have another one that's the first one.
Okay, so I'll talk about the second one. Actually, do you want to talk about the first one and I'll
Sure.
mention the second?
No, go.
Okay,
Go.
so Guild Wars 2.
I love that game! Yeah!
Have you guys ever cheated on it?
No.
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 Why would I?
Guild Wars 2. How do you cheat on Guild Wars 2? It's an MMO.
Oh, you
there's
cheated.
There are
some,
cheats and
there's some
exploits.
exploits.
When you're battling against other players.
Bots.
No, there's
Oh,
hack.
PvP?
You
There's
can
hacks.
teleport out.
There was an issue with hackers where,
Yeah.
thieves could one-shot people.
Well,
A
who's
bunch
heard
of-
about
a
the
bunch of
Dark
stuff.
Side's character?
Yeah,
What
I
they
know.
did to him. You had mentioned this before. Would
I
you like
remember.
The
to-
what?
dark side character be
That's the
what
name
they
of the
did for
character.
like one of the biggest cheaters?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us what they did to this cheater when they
Well,
caught him?
yeah. What they did is that the devs, they log into his account. They
Yeah.
renamed him I Am a Cheater. They went to
The top of
biggest
the
tower.
clock
the top of the
tower.
clock tower. They just fell
Shut
down.
down.
To
But
the
don't
No.
forget that they also stripped him naked.
Oh yeah, they
first.
did strip him
They
Is this
naked.
in Guild Wars 2?
Yes, it was
I
just
love
there.
Arena Net so much!
They stripped him naked.
They just made him
wrote
jump.
in chat, in world chat, I am a cheater, and they just made him jump off the tallest building, smash down at the bottom, log
Log
out,
out,
delete his account.
And Ben.
Bam.
Oh, I love you,
was
Arena
it?
Net. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, they did that.
It
That
was
is
good.
spectacular.
What is
And
yours?
fin-
And
Oh, I'll
what's
say it
what-
after.
Yeah. Well,
You know what? There's a really good one on Destiny. Everybody who played Destiny knows what the loot cave is. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
the loot cave is basically you'd stand there and then shoot into the little cave
I remember
that would endlessly spawn monsters as long as you were outside of the trigger zone
Yeah.
thing. And then basically people would just stand in a line and shoot into the cave consistently, constantly, get a shit ton of drops. Because back then the percentage drop system
Yeah, the
was
loot table
really
was
broken.
horrible.
Yeah, the RNG was really broken. And so people would do this. So then when they realized that this exploit was found and that people were abusing the crap out of it, what they decided to do was incredible. They're like, okay, no, we'll leave the loot cave there for now. But then if you spend too much time at they halved the amount of monsters that come out of the loot cave. Players would still go. They would just spend double the time there. And they were like, oh my god, these people are relentless. And instead of like fixing their RNG system, they go, okay, you know what we're going to do? People who spend too much, if there's a group of more than 3 people that are spending their time in that area, we're going to drop a war sat on them. So they drop a war sat on them. And then if there was like one guy who survived and then just like went and revived everybody, they'd spawn like 1,000 monsters that are way too high level, and they just fucking run out from everywhere. And people are like, ah! They're like all trying to stay alive while they're getting mobbed by like 1,000 monsters all at the same time. And it actually, eventually, people stopped going because there was like a war sat dropping on their head every 5 seconds. And it wasn't even a war sat, like, defend the war sat event. It
No,
was
it was
just,
just that.
we're gonna drop a war sat on you,
Yeah.
and go screw you. It was absolutely wonderful. And I remember when it happened to me,
Yeah.
and I was standing there, and all of a sudden, a giant explosion, and I'm down to, like, barely any life, and I turn around, and a little door on the right, there's, like, 1,000 monsters, like, all knights, all coming out, and I was like, oh my god! And everybody's like, shit! So we're, like, reviving people left and right, we're trying to fight for our lives. Hilariously, I got 2 legendary engrams from that fight.
Not bad. Not bad.
Well, you know, that could have been perfectly avoided if their loot table was good
Fixed.
from the get-go.
Yeah.
Right. But I thought it was a hilarious way to deal with
Yes.
cheaters. And now, if you go to the loot cave and you go into the loot cave, there is, I believe, there's like
There's a pile of eggs.
a pile of, no, it's a pile of like bones.
Oh yeah, bones. Yeah, it's the bones of.
And you listen to the ghost of like
yeah.
a cryptarch.
Yeah,
And so it's like you're listening to the voice of a dead cryptarch.
yeah. It's good.
It's
It
really,
says something
really
really
awesome.
creepy too.
Yeah, it says something really, really
Yeah.
creepy. It has to do with like the remnants of the cryptarch.
Something like that. Yeah.
Past cryptarch generation of like. Anyway, it was really, really cool.
You
So
have
what?
it-
What's
me-
your game?
for my Guild Wars?
We're all
Okay.
like really curious.
Me, it's the first Guild Wars.
Guild Wars 1.
The first Guild Wars.
Okay.
There was a huge wave of banning of cheaters, but
You're talking about like raptor farmers? I remember raptor farming. That was legal.
Just like really cheaters, like those who had bots or. Who
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, instead of just like, going into your account and being like, oh, you have been banned for X amount of days, in game, you would be able to log into your account
Okay.
and you'd spawn in the town, even if you were out, because things were zoned out, right?
Uh-huh.
The
Yeah,
towns
yeah,
were
it
zoned
was.
out from.
Whenever you leave a town, you were in an
Exactly.
instance.
Exactly. So, anytime you leave the game, you come back to the nearest town.
Mm-hmm.
And in the town, you would log in normally, but then you couldn't move. And in chat, it would say something like, this person has defiled the laws of whatever. And then the god of death would summon beside you in front of everybody so that they could see, and would just slash the character with its scythe. and then poof, you would be banned.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yo, ANET, so
Bring that back.
awesome, yo. ANET, you guys know how to deal with cheaters, man. It's the greatest thing ever. And it's like humiliation on
Yes.
your entire...
And
now
it's
there's-
lore friendly too.
Do you guys want to talk about
It's
humiliation?
super lore friendly.
Oh.
You guys want to
Humiliation?
talk about humiliation
Yeah,
from
I wanna
developers? Okay, so Daybreak Game Company. They developed the game H1Z1.
H1Z1, yeah.
Great game, right? They had to ban 30,000 players.
For
Ooh.
what?
Not for life, but for cheating. Just, they didn't want cheaters in their game. I mean,
Holy
pretty standard.
crap, that's a lot of
And the
players.
only way they were letting any of these players get back into the game was if they publicly released on YouTube an apology video for cheating on the game.
That's the Chris Pratt face right there.
The Chris
So,
Pratt
like,
face.
You don't only get embarrassed
What?
like just
In
like
the
in Guild
game.
Wars 1. Like you have to publicly apologize to whoever's watching.
For the community.
The community, everybody, but not just the
Amazing.
community, people outside. So people outside of playing games are like, oh, what's this person apologizing for? Like, cheating? What?
I'm so sorry. Amazing.
Good
Can you
job.
imagine?
Amazing.
Good job.
That is how you deal with cheaters because I would never want to have to go.
You know what I'm gonna do? For our upcoming game, wait for it. Teaser!
I take it back.
I was too late for it.
Yeah, you were in when we were already out.
That's what she said.
Nice.
What I'm gonna do is if for any reason the files are modified, there's gonna be an infinite number of fireballs that spawn. So it's just gonna be a wave of fucking constant fireballs to the point where it might overheat your phone and make your battery explode. Don't cheat.
Pretty much the moral of the story in this article is cheaters never win.
No, they don't. So don't be a cheater.
Now, have you guys seen any cheating stuff?
But what other really cool ways that you guys can think of have developers dealt with cheaters? Leave it in the comments down below. We'd love to hear about this because we think this is really hilarious.
Let's watch this YouTube video of an apology right now. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe us around here. Send us a message on TMS_films or check us out on Facebook at Too Much Sugar Films. You can also check out our other videos somewhere around here. I'd